friends, Catherine Beeks here, Animals and Their People, back in action today with my dear friend, Beau, Doiron, and look at that amazing dude back there. That is the infamous Yoda. Yoda the Sphinx. Sphinx. How do you say it?
Sig.
Sphinx. So thank you for being on the show. First of all, you are a San Diego icon. You are a DJ, party planner, just the dude you want to know if you in entertainment, if you're doing something fun. And then when all this COVID hit, you started the Quarantine Network. And I had you on an earlier show talking all about that. But I just wanted to start off by saying you're such a rad person, and thank you for all you're doing over there at the TQN.
Thank you very much. I appreciate those kind words. Makes me feel good all over here.
So when did you get Yoda? And was this your first hairless cat? And why did you decide on Yoda?
Oh, those are all great questions. I decided to get Yoda a while back. It was right around when I started DJing, a couple of years into it. And I remember I reached out to a dear friend of mine to see if she could create a logo for me. And the week she came out with the DJ Mancat logo was the week I got Yoda.
Okay.
So Carrie and Hudson, I love the design and I've kept it ever since. I feel like he might have been a little too extreme to have for a logo, maybe a little scary, but the half man, half cat certainly works with him.
Yeah.
I decided to get a Sphinx a while back because I'm actually allergic to things that aren't awesome. So I really needed to have a cat that could go with that lifestyle.
Right.
And having a hairless cat, I feel like, is a good fit for that.
Absolutely.
He was offended by that, and he left the. He took his mic out and he threw it on. He's drinking an A&W root beer and lighting up a cigarette. Quite the diva, that one over there. But I decided to get a hairless cat. I always thought they were really cool and interesting. And I guess I just didn't think it was doable to actually get one. So I remember I reached out to a bunch of the Humane Society and all these different animal groups, and we had a function in Cardiff. I was working with the Belly Up, and it was Dog Days of Summer. And I remember I went to all the booths. I'm like, "Hey, you guys got any Sphinx?" And they were laughing at me at the fact that I thought I could get one of these cats through these adoption. It just wasn't in the cards that way. They're a really rare breed.
Yeah, right.
So I found a breeder in Escondido, and sure enough, got the cat from this breeder, and I went back to the Dog Days of Summer with Yoda. I was walking by the booth, and it was the lady who I actually got the cat from. So I'm sitting there with Yoda, and she's got her display out, and some. Oh, he's back. He finished his cigarette. And I remember sitting there with Yoda, and this lady comes up, and she's like, "Oh, is Yoda's dad Hitler?" We'll get to that in a second. And I said, "Yes, that's Yoda's dad." And she's like, "Oh, this is his brother." And they met, and they just wanted to murder each other. Sphinx are not very friendly around other Sphinx, apparently. Right. And just a side conversation, not real quick. The cat's name is Hitler because he doesn't like Jewish people, I guess. And I'm kidding. The cat has a little mustache, and I don't know. I guess she didn't know who Charlie Chaplin was, and she's like, "We'll just go with Hitler."
Yeah.
So it's always a really weird. You're at the vet, and they're like, what's the cat's name? I'm like, like, excuse me. I'm like, you can't even enunciate it in any other way. That's just really awkward. So that's kind of how I got Yodes. And first year that I got him, I took him to the Del Mar Fair to play with me, and we made sure all the speakers that were going front, so all the monitors, so I wouldn't hurt his little cat ears. Right. And I got to hold him up and play the song from The Lion King. And I just remember the look in his eyes of like, yeah. Yeah, he just totally had this attitude with him, and he's been my best mate ever since. And I like to bring him to different shows. We do shows with the Humane Society, and yeah, I know people are thinking like you bring your cat everywhere, but he likes being out, and he gets the option too. We bring out the little bubble, and sometimes we bring out his bubble, and like, "You want to go in, Yoda?" And he's like, "No," and he doesn't go those days.
Amazing. There's one picture that I just love. It's where you guys are in the In and Out. And how did that happen? They let you in and Out? I mean, they let
I
you.
always have the same fear. I mean, again, we're talking the before. This is pre-COVID, and I remember that day. I bring Yoda in there, and the employees go, "Sir, we need to see that cat. Kevin, get your camera. Get over here. There's always this moment that they're going to be upset, and it's usually they always just want to get photos of him."
Right.
No one's really upset. I mean, let's be honest. It is kind of gross if you have a cat with hair in it and he's in and out. But this cat doesn't have hair. He's in his bubble. He's listening to his favorite music. He's fine, But that day I decided to give him a little portion of the in and out. So I gave him his little crumble, and I took the photo, and I didn't think anything of it, and I posted it, and it started getting a lot of reaction. And I looked closely at the photo, and his face was just utter disdain that he was getting in and out. Like he's kind of cross-eyed. He's kind of like looking at the meat like, human, how dare you, sir? I said filet. I said filet. So he's got a lot of faces. Very animated cat, and he's joining us on the video today too.
Anything you would recommend to someone who is considering getting a Sphinx?
It's really funny. I think when you can agree with this, when you do different shows, like I started doing a tribute night where you just play one band and another venue picked it up, or even like the Quarantine Network. I've noticed a lot of friends have started their own, and I think that's great. It's a compliment. It's good to be inspiration. And I've noticed there's probably about 24 Sphinx cats in San Diego now. Yeah. So it's cool. I think it's great. People are getting these cats. They're so fun to be with, especially the males are so loving. Yeah. He comes right up when he sees me, he just grabs my face, and it's just the most heartwarming thing to have my cat have that much love for me. I go to bed at the night, and every time I go to bed, he comes in and he kind of like knocks on the blankets, like, "Hey, are you open?" And I'll open it up. "Yes, sir. Tonight you can stay in the lodge." He comes up and he curls on my back, and it's just so nice to have that animal sleep when you have your cat with you. But just to get to if people should get these cats, absolutely. The one thing, they do have heart conditions. A lot of them are inbred, so you really got to do your research and making sure that you're getting one. And absolutely look at the Humane Society and see if there's any on the list. But they're just usually not the type of cat that you're going to find on there.
Gotcha. Well, what else? Anything you want to share with the world? What's happening? What's going on with the Quarantine Network?
Quarantine Network's great. We're still going strong. We're almost in our 30th week here. We've got some really cool projects we're working on for the future. We're just trying to stay focused right now on the people that are still in quarantine and the people that just don't have access to do the things they want to do. It's so crazy to think that some people are just out there just living their lives like it's normal, and there's other people that still haven't really left their house. It's just amazing of our spectrum here.
I'm in the shut-in crew.
Yeah, and obviously I'm on that end too. My girlfriend is a critical care trauma nurse, so that keeps me in to keep her safe. Right. And she's in the COVID wing a couple of times a week, and if she can go away and not get COVID, then sometimes it goes to show the people that are just not paying attention to this. But there's a lot of people. We even talked to one of our friends. She's like, I'm still in quarantine. I haven't left the house. I'm not going out, and we got to keep that in mind. So we're still plugging away. It's been a challenge with a lot of our admins who had the time and now they're back to work. But we have some amazing people there. We still have people daily. PJ, Rob, Christina, Amy, they're still there daily, Monday through Friday, taking time out of their day to make sure all these shows go on. Right now, I mean, we're doing this. We have all kinds of programming going on. So it's nice that all of our humans have come together and seen a need for entertainment and education for people. For sure.
Yoda, we just want to see your face, but can you come a little closer to the camera and just give us a little kiss?
All right, so
there he is. Oh, buddy, I love how he hugs you. It's ridiculous. Come on.
It's really nice. He definitely didn't just fart either. That was probably another cat around the neighborhood. So we'll stick with that. But yeah, here he is, as cute as ever,
All right.
going into his 7th year of inception here as a cat. It's funny. We did the last time I did a video, I actually had this window, and he jumped out of the window while we were doing a video.
Yeah.
So I had to be like, excuse me, and go get him. He scaled the 15th floor of this building, and just to here, let me see. Give me one thing you notice about this cat he's missing that besides hair.
Whiskers.
Doesn't have whiskers.
Yeah.
So these cats are a little more nimbly bimbly. They don't have that ability to just, land on their feet all the time.
Right.
He's definitely a clumsy cat, which makes it even a little more terrifying if they're thinking of him on the 15th floor scaling in the building, considering how clumsy he is.
Yeah.
But yes, the cats he just didn't grow whiskers, so they just never came in his package. I don't know, they got delivered to a different cat. Maybe another cat has 2 of them. I'm not sure. But no whiskers on Yoda.
I think that's a kind of a sexy thing in the Sphinx cat world, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's a nice look. He's nice, sleek design on him.
Where can people get in touch with you, Beau, if they want to have you DJ their wedding or set up some fantastic event for them?
They could just hold off for now. No, I'm kidding. If you want to get in touch with me, the best way to do it, I think, is you can get on Facebook or Instagram. I'm really easy to find on the internet. It's DJ Mancat, and it's pretty much there on any platform. I'm going to be trying out. It's really hard. We're losing so many restaurants and bars. I've had a lot contact me, and I'm just not comfortable working with a lot of people right now. But I talked to David from First Street over in Encinitas.
Yeah.
And I did a walkthrough with him, and I'm comfortable, and we're going to try and do a music gig there where it's not people dancing, but just kind of get some vibes in there and see if we can properly do it. So it's crazy as we're slowly kind of getting back to something different than what it is now.
Yeah.
The choosy artists are choosing the right venues and the right people to work with on that. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, catch me at DJ Mancat on just about any platform.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Yoda. It was good to see you. And we'll talk to you soon, my friend.
Bye.
Hey, beautiful people. Catherine Beeks back with another episode of Animals and Their People. Today we're in Escondido at Foxtail Studios with Ernie, Garcia Jr., and Ashley. Welcome to the show, you two.
Thank you.
Hello.
And so you guys have a little pack. Tell me about your pack, and will you introduce us to them one by one, please?
I'll start with Willie.
Oh, he's a big one.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, my God.
He's a lover.
Okay, so tell me his story. Have you had him since he was a puppy?
Yeah, he's our miracle dog. We rescued him from I forget
A
the
rescue.
word. This place in Poway, and apparently all the dogs and animals there had parvo.
Oh, no.
And yeah, so we I initially, said, what, let's just take him back and get another dog.
Yeah.
But Ashley was really concerned about him, so we went and got him back. And he did in fact have parvo, and a few days later, and a lot of drugs later, and thousands of dollars later, he made it, and he's our boy,
I love
The
that.
was lidocaine.
Wow.
Just sharing.
Gosh. What a fighter.
Yeah.
Nice.
Come here.
So who's next?
This is Pie.
What's her name?
Pie.
Pie.
Like a piece of pie.
Oh, she's beautiful. So a little Jack Russell Terrier in there?
We think she's like a, what's that? Basenji.
Oh, yeah.
And rat terrier.
Okay, yeah. Yep, absolutely.
the Senji head, but we don't know. All of our guys are mutts.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's super skittish and like really anxious, but she's really sweet once she kind of warms up, you know.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot to be anxious about in the world, Pie. I totally feel you.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I don't want to say hi.
Oh, hi, buddy. So
He's
that's
another terrier mix.
yeah, that's just your basic Benji right there.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Absolutely. Cute. And so when did you
He's about 5.
okay. When and where did you find him?
So we had originally gotten Willie, the big guy, and I had an elderly pug that he wanted to play with so bad, but she just wasn't having it.
Yeah.
So he was a Facebook find at a rescue, and it was like looking at Willie's little brother. So I knew it was meant to be, and he had the sweetest face.
Yeah.
So we got him, and it really was meant to be. They're like best buddies. All right, buddy, you ready to get down?
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm out.
He's done.
This guy is the easiest one because he doesn't move much.
Cutie
And
pie.
he's my chef.
His name's Joey.
Joey. Oh my God, Joey's so adorable. Look at that face. So
Hello.
Chihuahua.
I think he's a little dachshund because if you can see,
Yeah, Chihuahua.
he's a little long there.
Okay.
So he's our newest addition to the pack.
Okay.
We think he's probably about 4
Okay.
or something like that. We don't really know for sure.
He's creeping up towards 5.
Yeah.
He's a rescue from Ensenada, so
Okay.
they found him on the street. So he's got some street smarts.
Yeah.
He's super.
Yeah. And so they all get along, huh? How was it introducing him into the pack?
He was pretty standoffish for a long time. I think it took him a while to adjust. But they all get along for the most part. He's kind of warming up and playing with Darwin a little bit more now. But he's by far the most relaxed one, so I think he kind of gets a little overwhelmed with the rambunctiousness of the other 3 sometimes.
Nice. And do they sleep with you in your bed?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
We had to buy a bigger bed just to accommodate
I love
that.
it. Good job, guys. Well, cool. Thank you so much for introducing everybody to your family. And Ernie, what's going on at the studio? Foxtail Studios, you have a band, Roger. I'm sure you guys aren't playing out, but are you writing? What's happening? Tell me everything.
Yeah, we started recording a new album probably about a year ago now. And we got 4 songs ready, and we had a guy mix them for us. His name's Alan Sanderson at Pacific Beat.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
He's magic.
And I was really impressed with his work, so I said, well, let me get some more together and have you mix them. But that's been a slow process. It's just kind of hard to get all the guys over here, you know, with everything going on.
Yeah.
So I got another.
They're also our guard dogs.
I got another 6 or 7 songs ready to go. So hopefully we can wrap those up and get them over to Alan and get them mixed and mastered. And but yeah, I've been writing a lot of songs. I joined a songwriting challenge group that you're actually in as well.
I know you guys are so impressive. It's weekly, and I mean I kept up for like the first 3 weeks, and then you know if you fall out of that groove, boy, it's hard to get back in. But what a neat bunch of people, and it's a super cool way to keep your chops going.
Yeah, also works really well for new material.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, I got a whole bunch of songs ready to go whenever the guys are ready get together. I mean, we're playing it safe. You know, things are kind of a roller coaster right now. You know, they say, you know, it's getting better, and then once we do that, it gets worse, and it's just kind of nuts right now. So better safe than sorry. You know.
Yeah, and heading into winter, who knows what's going to happen with all that. So I know, it's crazy. Well, let's play a song to end our interview. What song would you like to share with us?
One of the new ones. It's called Companion. It's from the songwriter group, and apparently everyone in Roger likes it. And I had our bass player come over and do it. Our guitar player put some guitar on it, and we're just waiting for our drummer to get over here and do it. So that one will be on the new album as well.
Nice. And what's it about?
Weekly in the songwriter group, someone picks a prompt or a theme, and that week's theme was Companion.
Okay.
And I went a really dark way with it and decided to write it about Jeffrey Dahmer. So
wow.
it's about a serial killer and his companion for the evening.
Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh, awesome. All right, Ashley, are you staying you're staying happy and busy? What's going on in your life?
Oh, just working and drinking, pretty much.
Amen. I'm trying a new fuzzy drink. Yeah.
It's either full of coffee or full of vodka.
Yeah. Hey, is whatever helps keep the happy thoughts.
Yeah, and I took over the craft room, so been doing some crafting lately, which is great.
Absolutely. That saves me too. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing the family. Good to check in with you. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Companion by Ernie Garcia on Animals and Their People. Check it out.
Tonight I'm feeling alone. I head to the bar, don't feel like
sound like poetry. I need to feel the groove, one I can't help but be moved. Need it to sound familiar, like something I ain't ever heard. Music is the only thing, it's medicine, it's healing. Music makes it all alright. I need to take the stage, nevermore will I be afraid. Gonna bask in all those lights, sing about it every night. I wanna write a great song, one that makes you sing along, one that makes you drink whiskey and cry all night long. Music is the only thing, it's medicine, it's healing. Music makes it all alright. Music is the only thing, it's medicine, it's healing. Music makes it all alright. If you want to sing along, just make up words to this song. Find a note that fits your throat, sing it loud even if you don't. I wanna write a great song, one that makes you sing along, one that makes you drink whiskey and cry all night long. Music is the only thing, it's medicine, it's healing. Music makes it all alright. Music is the only thing, it's medicine, it's healing. Music makes it all alright.
Researchers in London started combing through the medical literature for studies about music's healing powers. They found hundreds of small studies suggesting some benefit. The idea goes back to the days of Florence Nightingale.
You used that phrase, music as medicine. Had you thought of music as medicine before that?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah?
It's saved me so many times, and I think it's such an important thing to push to our...
While members of Congress continue to hammer out the details of the healthcare bill, there might be an easier way to lower healthcare costs. With music, melody and rhythm might be as important to health as diet and exercise.
And we've been exploring some of the links between art and science. One of those links can be found among doctors. Many turn to music to relieve the stress of their profession, and in fact, there are doctors' orchestras around the country.
There is a free and powerful treatment hospitals could probably be using more often to treat patients who have surgery. It's music. Scores of studies have looked at the power of music to ease this kind of...
Music in place of heavy-duty pharmaceuticals is a good trade-off.
I firmly believe that the health of the nation would improve by leaps and bounds if we would all turn off the news and turn up the Mozart.